Hey everybody, welcome back to Hearst Bourbon and Banished. And last episode I kind of posed the question, and that was only yesterday, so I don't expect anyone to have answered it, of whether I should maybe just let the town mature. We have 43 adults and let's see, 29 children and students. What I'm thinking is, instead of getting a bunch more children, although more will come, I don't doubt it, is that what we should do is kind of let stuff mature. Let things get built, let these students grow up and become laborers, and then maybe we can sort of, get some more food production online and stuff and actually have enough people to work it. Right now, let's see. So without woodcutters assigned, without herbalists assigned, without a blacksmith assigned, and with only 2 of 15 stone cutters, we only have 1 laborer and 2 guys that I've got right now floating as builders. So I'm feeling like there's not much, I can't really build a lot more food production because I just don't have people to work it. So I think I have to let some people grow up and see what happens. Stored coal, stored tool, stored clothes. So we're up to 16 clothes now with our 1 tailor over here. That's good. I'd like a blacksmith soon, but I'm not going to be able to put him on duty just yet. I'm hoping that we're going to get another laborer soon. We have a child just born, so we're at 12 and 18. I'm really hoping somebody's going to graduate school shortly, because this storehouse here is going to take a little while to build with only 2 guys on it, unfortunately. Do we speed it up? 284 logs, 74 stone, so we're finally catching up on that stuff. The stored firewood is low, but we do have a woodcutter on duty. Stored food is low, but there's not much we can do about it. We do have the farms going, and a new viewer joined the channel and was looking at he's a Banished guy and was looking at some of the stuff and offered some good advice about what I was talking about last episode, which is, do you turn off the fields or do you reallocate the guys? And he suggested turning off the fields, which does seem to make sense, because I can't allocate workers. If I just turn them down here, I can't really say which field they're going to be working on. And so I don't know whether you go through and turn them all off. I don't know whether the orchard needs any work in the winter. Pretty sure corn farms aren't going to need any work in winter. But maybe orchards, maybe they got to go spray water on the branches so that they don't freeze the buds or whatever. I don't know. I'm not an orchard guy. I don't know how things like that work. Okay, well, we got 1 more laborer. I might have already said that. I put him on as a builder. I'm hoping they get this barn down here built pretty quick. We are 0% complete. Why are they not working on that? Why is that not happening at all? There's nothing to remove, because we don't have enough laborers to bring anything, do we? Let's lower the builders and maybe they'll bring stuff. Okay, now stuff is being brought. That's good. So it's maybe as soon as the stuff gets here, then I'll put the builders back on duty. We're getting a few more workers, so that's good. I'll go ahead and put a couple builders on now. Of course, they still can't really do anything until all the stuff is brought. Right? I mean, so it seems to make sense to wait until the stuff is brought before we allocate any builders to the thing. Of course, you think they could bring stuff from here. I bet they're bringing it from town, aren't they? Wow, that is really full. And all the firewood is there, because the wood chopper is there, right? Yeah. Huh. Let me turn off this one and turn on this one. Let's get some firewood up here instead. Yeah, okay, now he's moved to there. Alright, so we can kind of control what goes on by turning these off at the source. Because all the firewood is like down here. So anybody that wants firewood from over here is going to have to come all the way down and get it. Okay. Alright. I'd rather not micromanage the inventory. I kind of wish it would get spread evenly, but I get why it doesn't. And so all of our workers, all of our laborers are off collecting. Maybe it's time to look at the prioritize. Can we increase the priority of that? Oh, it's actually already increased. Never mind. Now that's weird. It started getting built without a builder. So then instead of this, maybe I should, if I put a blacksmith on, no, then he doesn't have a job. So if I turn off a thing, like, okay, if I go here and turn off this woodcutter, right? Yeah, now it shows we have a guy unemployed, so I've got to redistribute him anyway. Huh. Very interesting. Well, I'm not sure what to say about that, but it's late summer, so I'm going to leave that guy working. I'm going to leave our food production on. They're working on building that. That's fine. And we still have 3 laborers, so they're going to keep going. I also wish that there was a button where we could... Wait, what's wrong with you? Huh. Anyway, I wish there was a button where we could see like all the removal tasks that have been assigned, so we could decide whether, okay, do we need to clear some of that or not? Like, obviously there's still dudes over here, so they're still working over here somewhere doing something. Okay, trying to keep an eye on all this stuff. Stored clothes, stored tools. Maybe we need that blacksmith back. So let's turn this back on. Yeah, I'm not sure about managing this thing. I'm still thinking it's better to turn the, like when there's only one of them at least, it's probably better to reallocate the blacksmith than it is to turn this off, have a guy unemployed, have to take him out of blacksmithing and let him become a laborer, and then reverse it all to get it back up and running again. Whereas now, all I have to do is do that. But when we have 3 of them, like we have here with the woodcutter, we probably do have to allocate it on a per unit basis, per structure basis. Yeah, I don't know. Let's turn that off though. It doesn't really matter. I guess it's just whether do we want to see a question mark or a stop sign. Alright, and that's already got stuff in it. Good deal. Now, another storage barn up here wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't really have the resources to build it, I think, so I'm not going to do that just yet. We're running on 2 times speed. Could kick up the pace, but I don't think I want to yet. I know we don't need builders there. Okay, we've got another adult. I really want to try not to build much of anything, but I'm wondering... Good lord. These houses are packed full of people. Forester Lodge, hunting cabin. Okay, not many people there. There. Just gonna check these houses. They are really getting up to capacity. Okay, we do have some spare room in some of those houses. But there we're full up. Okay, we've just got one guy living there. They're full up. Can we get away with not building more houses? Man, I don't know. I feel like we gotta put more houses down, but then we get into the problem of we're gonna get more growth. And I kinda don't want that. You know, okay. I feel like we got to do another one, right? I mean, look at that. As soon as some of these kids grow up, they're not going to have anywhere to live. Then again, if they don't have anywhere to live, they're going to tell us they're homeless, right? Is that when you build a house? Or do we build a boarding house? And that gives a temporary place if someone becomes homeless. That way they don't stay out in the cold. What does this look like? Holy crap, that's huge. Put it right across from the field and let our migrant laborers live here. How many people can live in a boarding house? I really don't want to engage in that big a project. I really don't. Okay, we've gotten a few more laborers, some new children, another student. So, cruising right along. Let's check out our forester lodge. Yep. Yep. I think we're actually good on wood for once. It looks like. But alright, let's get our woodcutter back and put this place back to work. We don't need the wood just yet, but I suspect before we know it, we will need it. The tailor is done with their work, so we can stop work there and get rid of the tailor. Is 50 clothes enough? I don't know. Pretty soon the blacksmith's going to be done with his job for a while. At some point when we can afford it, we might want to have people just spending more time making clothes and tools, and then we can use those for trade, I guess. We do have enough laborers, so let's go ahead and just stockpile some wood. We'll let them get it from right there, outside of the forester's range, and it might be worth putting another forester in soon. But again, here I am trying to expand, and I'm trying to not expand. I must keep the eye on the prize here. I'm trying not to expand. I'm trying to get our guys to mature a little bit. Alright, we're going to speed up the simulation here. I see some people play, you know, these kinds of games on 5x or max speed, and sometimes just play it on normal speed. I like to go a little fast through the slow times, but then again, could you really... You've reached your log limit. Well, let's not have a log limit, because I don't see any reason to limit that, as long as you're replanting. Okay, we are running low on food. We don't need the farmers. I am going to just turn them off there. Enable or disable automatic harvesting. See, I feel like we don't need to turn off these farms, but whatever. Let me just do it. Let's just turn it off. I don't think there's anything to do at the orchard in the winter. I really don't. So, blacksmith is back in the labor pool. This is awesome. We've got 13 laborers now. Does that not mean that the reserve of food is low? Of course it is. Another fishing hut? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to survive this winter. Let's do another fishing hut. And then next year maybe we'll build another... Maybe we'll build another farm. Okay? How can you get... Where are you having a problem getting placed? Because you're turned the other way. So that's not a great placement. That's a really kind of a sorry placement, actually. What about over here? Can we get you... that's not a great placement either, but... Let's put our 2 builders in. Let's get this guy rowed out there. And if I've been wondering where my road goes, well, I guess that's where it goes. So put that out there, and pretty soon we're going to need 4 more fishermen, so that'll get rid of some of our population. Get them gainfully employed making food. Looks like we got over the little food bump. Yeah, we're getting positive food now. So one more fishing hut ought to take care of us for a little bit. Let's hope. Oh my goodness. So let's get that done. Happiness isn't as high as it could be. Is it time for a church? Or a town hall? How are we on students? Okay. We're under max on students. Where can this church fit? Cannot fit in there, unfortunately. Where would be a good place to put this church? Can't fit there. Put it over here, maybe? Well, let's just put it right there. Here, have a church. Get happy. How have we made it through to late winter with only one woodcutter? How is that a possibility? And we're actually gaining... Okay, no, there goes the firewood. There goes the firewood down the tubes. Okay, let's put another one in. And let's do it over here as well. I wasn't even watching firewood. Yeah, there it goes. It's bottoming out. Reserve of stone is low. Oh, because that frickin' church takes forever. It takes 1,000,000 pounds of stone. I forgot about that. Dirt. Okay. Well, you guys can grab a lot of stone from right there, so go do that. Rudolphus the fisherman has died of old age. Alright. Sorry, Rudolphus, but you know what? That was the old codger that was taking up space in this house down here, and now we have a new young family living in it. So they cleaned out the old man smell, and they've moved in and are doing well. 47 adults, 15 kids, 14 students. It's going to be a while before our church is done. We don't have enough fishermen in play. Let's get all the fishermen. Okay, we've gotten 2 more adults. So now, even with all of that, we still have 6 laborers. I think this was a good plan. I think it's going to hit me... Oh, crap. Work here. What am I even doing? See, this is my problem, right? Is I forget to do this stuff. Everybody go to work, do field things. And can we even put another farm in? Reserve of stone is low. Yeah, of course it is. Food production. How about another crop field down here? Some more corn? I don't know how big to make these things. I really don't. Okay, we can turn off some woodcutters now. I'm just going to do it like that. Okay, we're getting more laborers. This is awesome. 51 now. Super low on stone. What if we removed the stone from out here? Maybe we already have. I don't see any stone, really. That's the hunting cabin. That's the forester lodge. Can we remove... Is there any stone out here even? Looks like we've already gotten most of it. Let's go ahead and grab it. It's going to take a while for them to do it. But we might as well get all the stone we can, right? It's going to take eons for them to do it, but you know what? The builders can't do jack until they get to stone, so we can take the builders off. Okay, let me double check over here. We've got the gatherers, fishermen, hunters. Everybody's full. Woodcutters are not doing anything, but we're full on firewood. Foresters are working full tilt. A child named Waverlington and has been born, and Corlissetta has become an adult. Man, these names. We could put a couple more people at the quarry now that they've grown up. That seems like not a bad idea. Oh, look, little Joe Wakintonen has become an adult and is working as a laborer. That's awesome. I remember when he was born, just like 2 years ago. They grow up fast these days, they really do. Okay, our store of food, still 566. You know, one thing about stockpiles I've realized too is that brain surgery, right? But there is actually a stockpile of stuff in the houses, and so I'm not sure that this counts all of this stuff. So I think that when you build a new house and people move into it, I believe that they take a whole bunch of crap, and so your stores drop like precipitously. And then also when everybody goes and refuels, this is ready to go. Let's put some builders on it. Get that church going before winter. We have 530 logs now. We're actually building up some stone. I guess putting a couple people in at the quarry helped. What is this? Stored coal and stored tools, stored textiles, alcohol. That might be another thing to think about. Oh, and we can put some farmers in. Can we do corn already in late summer? I'm gonna guess no, but maybe. Can y'all get farming that? I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't. No, I don't think that's gonna happen. Church is going along okay. Sort of looks more like ruins than a church under construction. Okay, we need a chaplain or a preacher or cleric. There he is. Top of the morning to you, Father. How's our congregation? 77 members. Holy crap, man. That is 50, 60, 70. Well, that's everybody in town. We have no sinners in our flock. Oh my goodness. The cult is born. We are ready. I want it like a big tentacle. So I wonder if there are any mod packs that will let me do a Church of Cthulhu over here. What do you got? You're at your log limit. Okay, I tell you what, we're going to back off the foresters for now. Let's back those guys off a little bit. We don't need any more builders here. Our adults are growing up, just as my dastardly plan suggested. What if we... Town services. No, where are... Can we put the bar right across from the church? Because I think that seems to be... Yeah. Damn right. That's what we want right there. Okay, and I have turned off my labor screen there. Where is that? There it is. Jobs. Let's see. Let's get some builders for that. Let's get that bar up before the winter. We're gonna want that. Let's put a woodcutter back on duty. Okay, I'm very happy with how this episode is going. It seems to be doing okay. I'm going to get rid of farmers. Looks like that field could not get put into play before winter, so... Excuse me. Put 2 woodcutters on duty? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, we're starting to get to the point where we actually do have, like, enough people doing stuff. We've got 136 stone, 582 logs. Firewood supply is a little low, but food looks awesome. Medicine has not gone down. Thankfully, we have not gotten sick, although our health has popped down by half a heart. We've got enough textiles. We have enough clothes. We could use some more tools. I think we can spare a guy for the blacksmithy. right now. And wow, okay. I'm very happy with all that. One thing I haven't done, though, is collected this iron, and we have just a ton of iron over here that's just been sitting here since day one that I haven't really had the people to spend time collecting. So let's do that. Let's get ourselves a master brewer now that the pub is ready. That's awesome. We're going to make apple ale. How can we make apple ale when we don't have any apples? Probably need peach ale, yeah? Because we should have peaches. Do we have peaches? No, somebody has absconded with all the peaches. What does that mean? The materials required to perform this work are not available. I don't think we have apples either. Can we not make any corn ale? Okay. You can't tell me that, like, Budweiser ain't made from corn. I know it is. Alright, we're not getting a brewer then until we get something for the brewer to brew with. Oh, he does have peach ale. Peach for his ale. There you go. Okay, somebody gave up the peaches. That's good. Okay, now what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You're the blacksmith, and I turned off the blacksmithy? That is, in fact, the problem. I keep turning off closing my windows over here. Let's get this back. Right, okay. See, so I had said don't work anymore here, but I put him back on over here. Yeah, alright. I'm not going to get the hang of that. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while before I figure out effective employee management over here. And that's what these guys are. They're all my employees, and we're going to work them to the bone. I'm going to die owing the company store 9 alcohol, 2,200 food, plenty of firewood for now, plenty of logs, plenty of stone. It is going to be time to get a mine going pretty soon. I think this blacksmith's going to have to stay on the case, though. Oh, wow, okay, we've got all that iron already. Yeah, I think it's time for a mine next time, and it may be time. First of all, we can drop back some woodcutters. It may be time to get the trading post up and running now that we have enough people to put into production. That's great. Okay, I'm totally excited. You guys keep getting that stone over here. All ladies. Look at them. John Henry up in there. Alright, well, cool. Okay, guys, well, thanks very much for joining me for another Banished, and I'm really enjoying this game. Things have been going pretty well. I'm a little worried that things may not always go this well, but we made it through another winter, and that's good enough for me. So I will see you guys next time around. Thanks very much again for joining me. Bye.